The other piece is, right? So right now we're focusing on what's in our control, right? On our state and us. But 9 times out of 10, if there's a storm, it's somebody else or something else outside of us, right? Now, in those, there's the piece of handling someone else's storm. So they are in a storm and they're bringing their storm to your doorstep. Could be a spouse, could be your mother, brother. Those are usually the toughest storms. For me, the easier storms are acquaintances or people that I meet. Like, there's no personal attachment, there's no history. Those storms to me are the easiest to navigate.
Yeah.
The very difficult ones are the closer you are to them, the harder they are to navigate, right?
Right.
So you get one of those, right?
I would like to stop and isolate that. This could be a whole entire episode, but that's okay because your emotions are higher. You have more emotions for the people you're closer with, so that's all it is. They're not like your emotions for that person are higher. If their triggers trigger you worse, at least for me, it's like, no, it's because my emotion and my expectations of these people are higher. That does and, like, it's so easy to do it. It's so easy to give grace and understanding to a customer, but then, like, your, you know, close partner, you hold them to a higher standard, but because it's easy because with customers, we're like, "Well, I don't know if this is just how they are, so I don't really wanna take it that
Yeah.
personal." Well, when it's somebody that's really close in your network or really close to you, you do kinda know how they are. So you put expectations on them, and then you're like, "Well, why do they think it's okay to treat me like this?" And again, there's different situations that, um, are, like I said, a whole episode, but the main thing is control what's in your control when it's for you, or at least for me, I choose that, "Hey, this is because there's a why. That the emotions I feel for this person are higher. So then maybe the trigger is a little higher, and that's okay because then now I'm calm. I'm getting calm, and I'm starting to be able to write. I could even start writing it down. That's something that's a very applicable, or excuse me, application is like when I really don't want to talk about it, and I catch myself, really upset or in a lower energy, writing down what I'm feeling starts I just start getting I just start feeling better. And, there's definitely more to that, but I just wanted to stop and pause there. That's one that I struggled with for a long time, and it's when you use control what's in your control, that's when you're able to identify that, or at least I was able to connect the dot. It's like, "Hey, what they did wasn't worse. It's just I didn't expect them to do it." So I feel my emotions are heightened because of it. And knowing that you have people like that in your life is very important. And those are the people I think you really spend extra time to make sure that you make the next move accordingly, or that you put effort into it because there's juice there. There's a reason that these people are close to you.
Yes. So in my experience, y the more you care about somebody, the more a reaction or the more they're able to get under your skin, trigger you, whatever language you wanna put to it. The stronger the connection, the stronger the reaction, and that's why those storms are
Seem to be a little harder.
Cat 5s and not a Cat 1 as it would be with a stranger.
Yes.
And so, with those, you once again cannot control them, but you can control yourself, and through controlling yourself, you actually can help con not control them, that's the wrong word. You can help influence them is a better word, to
You can help them what?
be able to calm down, to be able to settle in, or at least take it down a notch, or remind them not to react, or in the best time, to be able to weather storms with those people that You can't do this with people that you're not close to, but people that you are, you should have storm conversations. You should have conversations about what you're going to do when a storm happens, right? So you should have a system and a protocol for when storms occur. And those are going to give you the highest probability of navigating them without making things worse together. So, what makes it the easiest is the one that's coming home in a storm is saying, I'm in a storm, or acknowledging and stating
Awareness.
awareness.
They can be aware of it. That really helps.
I'm in like putting like a scale, a score, like I'm in 100, or I'm in a cat 5 energy, or whatever language or cool little thing you want to put towards it. You need to have that. Now, if they're not clocking it, they're coming in full storm. Now they're going to make you have to say, hey, I'm feeling cat 5 energy from you. Am I wrong? Right? But through you being through you being calm, and then us acknowledging and putting our finger on, hey, we're in a storm right now. That in itself helps take the power away from the storm.
100%.
It takes it immediately from a cat 5 to a cat 4, right? Okay. Our winds are a little less. All right. There's a little more manageable. Okay. Now, what can we do to take it from a 4 down to a 3? Well, staying calm, remaining in a calm energy, and showing love or physical touch. If it's somebody, just come here, give them a hug, right? That hug and just being silent, sending them love and controlling your breath and your breathing and your energy, and then physically touching them will help bring them down from a 4 to a 3. Now we got them in the cat 3, a little more manageable, right? And then once we got them there, now we need to assess the situation, right? Are they able to get control of their energy or not? What do they want at this moment? Do they just need to sit and be calm? Do they need to be by themselves? Do they want to talk about it? And then what makes it more difficult is when the storm involves you. If the storm doesn't involve you, you can oftentimes, as long as you follow this process, because a lot of times what will happen though, if we're not present of this and we don't have a proper system, they can come in with a storm and then it wasn't about you, but now you said something that sets them off or whatever. But if you would have said it when they weren't in that energy, they would have never had that response. So it's being mindful of not saying things that could be possibly triggering in those moments, checking in and understanding their energy, not starting a fight, being there for them, loving them out of the emotion, and that whole process. Now, if it has to do with you and you're the cause of it, well, you cannot address the thing, and we shouldn't address the thing until we get out of the energy, until we're calm. We both feel like we're out of the energy and we feel like we can work through this. Once we're out of the energy and we're calm and we just want to get understanding, then we need to do a couple things. We need to listen to understand, not listen to respond. We need to try to find things that we can compromise on, try to find center ground, common ground, right? And then make clarifying statements, letting people know, A, clarifying their stance, and then B, letting them know that you heard what they said. And then that you're not wrong, or giving them the opportunity to clarify that you heard them correctly, or to say, no, I think you're missing the point or a piece of information, and then they can restate, right? And then so those are good techniques in order to help show somebody that you are earnestly wanting to solve this problem. You're earnestly wanting to find understanding and get on the same page and work through it. And then the other good technique or tool is taking accountability for your part, or giving people the benefit of the doubt, and then hoping that they will also take lead with that and do that themselves. And then if they're not doing that, and then they're still trying to pick a fight, that is the time where you need to stay calm and then politely request that we pick this up at another time and a date. Like, hey, I don't think we're making ground here. Let's go and let's breathe on this. Let's take some time. Let's let some time pass and then let's circle back.
Yep.
Right? I don't think we're getting anywhere right now. But all of those things that I just said require awareness. They require you to be present and aware of the situation, yourself, your energy, your state, your all the things that we talked about last week are required in order to be able to execute the in the here and now. And then whether you're able to pull those things off or go back to what we were saying, what are you doing when nobody's looking? Are you actually practicing these things? Are you actually putting energy into these things? And that'll determine whether you're able to actually execute. But one of the biggest things I hope people take from this conversation, especially if you're a couple, is that you need to have you need to have like a fire drill or anything like that.
Like a protocol.
You need to have your protocol. You need when you're calm and everything's good, you need to go ahead and have that conversation now, and you need to come to an agreement of what your safe words are, what like how you're going to acknowledge things, what is the language, what is the scale that you're going to grade the energy that you're in, and then like what is your framework? And if you don't know where to start or you're not sure, utilize AI. Tell chat
Yeah, this is what we're
exactly
trying to
what
do.
you're wanting to do,
Yeah.
and it will give you a whole framework to start from and then build it out. But I suggest you don't just take exactly what the AI said. I suggest you to make it your own and have fun with it, right?